All right, first little video test just to see how my new mounting hardware works in the car. Not really sure if I can have a stable enough video with the defroster on, the audio, all that kind of stuff. So we'll try it out and see what happens on my way to pick up some food. Week number 16 is in the books. I hit a new low this morning of 177.8. Yesterday was a 21-hour fast, which I broke with 3 fat bombs, pound of steak, giant salad, another fat bomb, and then a keto coffee before I went to bed. Definitely the happiest I've been with my look when I woke up this morning. Still not where I want to be, of course, so I will keep going. Did another fast today, not as long, somewhere around 15-16 hours. I had a little bit of coffee, but just creamer in it, nothing too crazy as far as the fats go. And then I just had 2 fat bombs, again about an hour apart from each other. Now I'm going to pick up a nice chicken salad, probably have another fat bomb, another coffee, blah, blah, blah. This week, I am going to try something a little bit different with the fasting. I am going to do a 16-8 variation. I am going to do it every single day, Monday through Friday. Most people skip breakfast and do their eating window starting like at noon to 8, something like that. I'm actually going to flip that upside down and put my eating window first thing in the morning. So I'm going to start eating around 5:30 in the morning. And I will make sure that I am done eating by 1:30 in the afternoon. I typically train around 3 o'clock. And that is part of the reason why I'm doing it in the order I am. I feel like as far as getting leaner, it will seem to work a little better that way in my head. In a couple Thomas DeLauer videos, he talks about how you want to put your body under stress when you're doing these fasts because that's what makes things happen. And people think that's a bad thing, being under stress, blah, blah, blah. When it's in a controlled fashion, that's actually a good thing. It's a good stress. You're in control of it. Unless you're psycho, you're not really going to go too far. Things of that nature. Like, I've trained before to the point of becoming a little bit hypoglycemic, but it was controlled. I knew what was happening. And then I knew how hard I could train in a particular nutritional state before that type of thing sets in. And that's how you learn about yourself and grow and get your body to change and go where you want it to go. So if you don't do those things, then don't expect any kind of big things to happen. You just have to be aware of what's going on and why they're happening. And that's why I think pushing yourself in those controlled settings is a fantastic tool to use. So anyway, back to the fasting thing. Training then for me this week will be at the very beginning of my fast. The end of my fast, when I think you would have the most cravings and be kind of hungry, is going to be when I'm sleeping and when I'm closer to waking up. So in my mind, I'm sleeping through the hardest part of the fast, which again, to me, makes sense. It also makes sense to me that I'm going to be training. I'm talking weights here, not cardio, but it's kind of a high intensity interval type of thing. You do your hard sets and you rest, you do your hard sets and you rest. That should help to break up some of those fatty acids. Well, what's my body going to use for fuel when I'm sleeping and when I'm done training, when I'm not eating anything, including ingested fat sources. It should use body fat stores. That's what's going to be available. I'm also going to use the fat calories and protein and stuff like that during the day when I'm awake and active and at work for 8-9 hours, moving around constantly. So it makes sense to me to use my food during that time, train real hard, then I typically go home, take my son to the gym, whatever, sit down, eat dinner, kind of chill out before you go to bed. Well, when I'm not doing anything strenuous, it seems to be a good time to be fasting. So we're going to try that this week, and I will let you know how it goes. And I'm hoping to continue, drop a little bit more, and see where we end up next Sunday. So that's it for now. Almost at the restaurant to grab my salads. So we'll see how this little video turned out. See if you can hear me okay. The rain, the windshield wipers, and the defroster. Now you know what's going on. We'll see how it works. All right, until next time. Peace.